All right, Leo, let's get started. This is for March 2022. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's see what the theme of the month is for Leos, for those that resonate with the zodiac sign Leo. What is the theme for the month? We're pulling from the Threads of Fate Lumen Edition. Okay. We had bunches fall out. What do we got here? So we have Share Wisdom. Okay. The Sage. So both of these kind of represent the same thing. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, either this month you're sharing some sort of wisdom or you're being prompted to. Someone could also be sharing wisdom with you. We have the Observer and Reflect. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, there must be something that you're needing to reflect on. Maybe be more observant of your surroundings, of your own intuition, because that's literally a crystal ball. So some of you guys, there could be some messages that are coming in. You could be in the space of drawing in some sort of messages, some sort of insight. You're being told to reflect. This could be reflecting on a past relationship. With the Sage, this is also about being selective of who you share that energy with. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may have gained some wisdom from a previous partnership or previous connection, whether it be a job. So say for instance, if you just left a job, you may have knowledge that you can use to share with others. This could be about past relationships. You may have knowledge that you can use to share with others, to help guide others, because it's literally what the Sage does. But they're very selective because you can only share that knowledge with those who are ready to receive it. Okay, so let's see what messages we have. What messages do we have? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What messages, what guidance do we have for Leo? Okay. Wow. Woo! So there's a decision that has to be made here. We got Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. So there's a decision that needs to be made. Could be dealing with multiple people. We got a water sign here. We have water here. We have earth here. We also have Scorpio here. So I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made. The Queen of Pentacles is about making stable decisions, and the Queen of Cups is about making decisions from the heart. So some of you guys, you're maybe needing to balance out your heart and what's going on around you, and make a discernment about where you're investing your energy. Okay, let's see, what messages do we have? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages, guidance for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for March 2020. Some of you guys, there could be a decision that has been made here. Could be dealing with a mother figure. Someone could be making a decision here. All right. So underneath it all, we got Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety. Some of you guys, your mind could be all around the world dealing with the situation, especially if you're in the space of needing to make a decision. There's a lot of anxiety this is the underlying energy of this read. So the focal point right now is the Chariot card here. So Cancerian energy here. I just did the Cancer reading. Check that out. I didn't see you guys in there, but I just did the Cancer reading. So in there, that's the focal point. So this may be, for some of you guys, this could be moving or making a decision to win. You could be wanting to fight for something. Whatever this is, I feel like there's a lot of things that are, this card got a lot of shit going on. There's a victory here, but you could be choosing to have victory within the situation. This is a choice, okay? This is a major choice. So even with judgment, discernment, for a lot of you guys, there's a major choice that needs to be made. And there's victory if you make the choice that is necessary. But you have to make the choice from your heart and, you know, based in the stability of what you want to provide, either for yourself or for the situation. So the conflict here, Six of Swords, the conflict may be moving forward. So for some of you guys, there's victory here, but there's victory in moving forward, and that is a conflict. Okay. Subconsciously, we have the Six of Pentacles here. So subconsciously, you're wanting to bring balance to a foundation. For a lot of you guys, you could be trying to balance out a foundation, really trying to bring in some sort of resources for yourself, especially if you've been dealing with the lack previously. Okay. In the Crown and energy, we got the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of resistance here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, and that's, it's almost like to have resistance in your Crown and energy. That's almost like you have resistance in seeing things clearly. And that's why we have the discernment here. there's a judgment call that needs to be made, but you have to be very clear in this decision. You have to be very clear in how you make this decision. Past energy here, Three of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of patience for a lot of you guys. You were sitting waiting for something to come in. Could have been waiting for ships to come in. Could have been waiting for, some of you guys could be just waiting for some sort of abundance or some sort of prosperity to come in. Past energy here. This is also about in the past trying to bring energies into alignment. Future energies here, Ten of Wands. Whew. So this resistance that you have, because 10 minus 3 is 7 wands. So we got 7 wands here. This resistance, I hope you guys can see this. Okay, so let me bring this in. Whoop, bring it out some. So this resistance that you have at the moment, it's going to create burdens for you later. We got 10 of wands, and that's fucking burdens. That's legit. I put that in, I had that in the Cancer read as well. That's legit, like putting the weight of the world on your shoulders. So for a lot of you guys, you're wanting to bring something to balance. We got the Six of Pentacles here. See, and we have the Six of Swords here. So this is about physical and mental balance. Okay, for some of you guys, you want to balance out a foundation. In order to balance out that foundation, Queen of Pentacles, you got to make it you got to make a decision to invest in it. So say for instance, if you're in a space of not being happy in your current circumstances, in order to balance out that foundation and make it better for yourself, you literally got to choose to invest in yourself or invest in making those changes that are necessary. I see there's, for you to have sixes here, there's already been a change, okay? Right now there's balance, but the conflict that you have is moving forward. So for some of you guys, you could be fighting forward movement here, trying to have patience, but the patience is going to create some sort of, just be honest, burden for you. Current energy right now, Two of Swords, there's a blockage here. There's a blockage in communication. You may be unwilling to see things clearly, because for some of you guys, you're most definitely trying to shoot your shot at something. There we go. I feel like you're trying to shoot your shot right now at something. I'm going to just be real with you. I feel like you're needing to kind of take a step back. The queens represent, it doesn't it's a non-action. It's more about nurturing, okay? It's more about choosing to kind of be in a space of allowing, and I feel like there's not a lot of allowing that is happening. We got a lot of odd things that are happening here. Wands all over to begin with. So all your external energy right now is wands. That's action that is being taken, but you're being told to use discernment, because even though there's action being taken, these are not good actions that are being taken. Six of Pentacles in the subconscious, you're trying to balance out a foundation. You're trying to bring balance to a foundation. But in order to bring balance to the foundation, you literally got to choose to move forward, and that's the conflict. So I definitely feel like there's a blockage here, because you're refusing to see things the way that is in the best interest of yourself, okay? So external energy here, Justice here, could be dealing with the Libra, but Justice represents balance again. I've been speaking about balance this whole, let me bring it out so y'all can see these rest of these cards. There we go. So I've been talking about balance this whole time. So I feel like with this Justice card, there's definitely a balance that is happening. It's external though, and from what I'm seeing here, the balance needs to happen internal. There is a progression that is being made, but the progression, the highest card we got on here is the Ten of Wands. So the progression is toward a burden. You don't want to progress toward taking on more burdens, more responsibilities than what is necessary for you. That's why you really have to be very discerning about the decisions that you're making. All right, so hopes and fears. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're hoping to have a new opportunity. Page of Pentacles is definitely a new opportunity. You could be hoping for a new foundation. I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's some fear surrounding this Page of Pentacles as well. So I feel like you could be wanting to offer either like a token of appreciation or maybe even an apology, but the fear around this is that you're not going to be able to balance out a foundation. So outcome, Six of Wands, the outcome is victory moving forward, but again, we got more wands. Now the anxiety here, I feel like for a lot of you guys, either you have previously not made the right decision dealing with something and you have anxiety about moving forward, or you're in the space of trying so hard to balance out a foundation that you're creating more blockages for you. The balance needs to happen by making a head-heart decision, not a head over heart, not a heart over head, but a balanced decision using your emotions and your logic or your thought. But there's like I said, a blockage there. This is your position with the Two of Swords that is in the space of being blocked or blocking yourself. There is nothing but wands. The challenges here are swords. So there's a challenge in the way that you're perceiving something. The wands here are literally, wands are passionate energy. It's in true enough, you're a fire sign, but there has to be a balance within that energy. The balance to the wands is the cups, and there's not a cup here except the Queen of Cups that came out initially, but in my actual layout there's not one cup. So there's a lack of emotional consideration here. There's a lack of heart here. There's a lack of love. There's a lack of love, there's conflicted thoughts, and there's acting off impulse. So I would say that there's victory here. Six of Wands is, you got 666. So there's a balance that is happening, but it's happening once you choose to win in the way that is balanced for you. Not win at all costs, but win by making the right decisions for yourself. Okay? And I feel like your anxiety is kind of causing you to act maybe impulsively, because even underneath the knot, and this is the Queen of Wands. So this is you needing to really nurture, you're needing to nurture your true desires. I feel like what you really want is creating anxiety. So you may be acting impulsively. Eight of Swords here, creating mental prisons for yourself. All of these swords that are coming out are conflicted. The only good sword, this is Six of Swords, is great, but it's in the conflicted position. Okay, so we're gonna clarify that. Why is that conflicted? We're gonna clarify this Ten of Wands here. We're gonna clarify this Judgment, so we can try to help you make an appropriate decision. We're gonna clarify this Two of Swords. Okay, and that's all we're gonna clarify. All right. Let's clarify this Nine of Swords as well, so we can try to ease some of this anxiety here. So the first card we're going to clarify is Judgment. All right. What is the decision? Eight of Pentacles here. So the decision is about investments. This could be about a job. You could be making a decision to invest some time, energy into a new foundation. For some of you guys, you may be becoming more discerning of where you're investing your energy, especially if you were dealing with some conflicts previously. Okay, Seven of Pentacles here. Yes. So underneath that Judgment, you've already invested some energy, but now you're becoming, or you've already invested time, energy, whatever. Now you're becoming more discerning of where you're investing your energy. Make sure that you're making the right decisions for yourself. Three of Wands here. Why is this Three of Wands here? Why is this Three of Wands here? We got Nine of Pentacles here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could have been waiting for some money. You could have been waiting to kind of get on your feet. You could have been waiting for some wealth, some stability. The thing about it is, I feel like for a lot of you guys, Nine Pentacles is a number of mastery for self. Okay, so this, whatever you're waiting for, whether it be money, whether it be stability, whether it be just, nurturing or harvesting abundance, harvesting prosperity, like getting the seeds that you've, harvesting your fruit. It's you. Okay. So if you've been waiting for money, you've been waiting for an opportunity to become stable, you've been waiting in vain, because the whole time you are your own stability. All right now. So we have the Six of Swords here. Why is this a conflict? Why is the Six of Swords a conflict? And as you see, they're walking forward. There's a broken sword right here. So someone here is walking toward total clarity. They don't want just a little bit of the truth. They want total clarity. They want peace of mind. So if that's a conflict walking toward that, why is that a conflict? Why is this a conflict? We got Eight of Cups here. because it requires you to emotionally withdraw away from something. It requires you to walk away from something that maybe, again, with this broken sword, I mean, this broken arrow here, this is literally walking away from broken truths, unclear situations, walking toward true and total clarity. It's about abandoning an illusion. And that, for some of you guys, especially with the block clarity, with the Two of Swords here, the anxiety with the Nine of Swords, take that away. That's Seven Swords. That's deception. That is lies. I feel like for a lot of you guys, walking away from this situation is difficult because you're still conflicted in your mind about it, okay? So we have the Nine of Swords here. Why is this Nine of Swords here? We got Seven of Wands. So your own resistance is creating, again, I said that earlier, there's a lot of resistance in seeing things clearly and allowing things to come to you clearly within your mind or within your higher self. I feel like your anxieties are creating this sort of resistance, and the resistance in turn is creating anxiety. So it's a cycle. I literally got that in the Pisces reading, the same message. Like literally Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords. It was literally the same message. So check that out, especially if you got that in your chart or you're dealing with the Pisces. But I feel like there's a lot of anxiety. You feel me? And the anxiety, again, is creating resistance. The resistance is creating more anxiety. And it's just a cycle that is going to bring about the energy of burdens for you. You're going to feel very burdened by your own energy or by the energies of the situation. So why is this Ten of Wands here? Why is this Ten of Wands here? Why is this Ten of Wands here? We got the Two of Swords. So the blockages that you have right now, your inability to make a decision or your unwillingness to make a decision or to make a move, is creating burdens. It's creating extra baggage for you. Okay, for a lot of you guys, in order to release that burden, you gotta unblock yourself. You gotta see things for what they truly are, and you gotta release them. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to pull from the Gods and Goddesses Oracle deck so we can see what blessings you guys have for this month. What blessings do we have for Leo? This is for March 2022. Messages, guidance for Leo. This is for March 2022. All right. So we have I'm not going to say that. The Divine Androgen. I can't pronounce that word. If you guys can see it, maybe you can pronounce it. And I know somebody's going to get down there and try to do the Hooked on Phonics thing in the comments. I'm still not going to be able to pronounce it. I literally got to type this in Google and let it tell me what it is. You feel me? All right. So the blessings you have are felicity in married life, raising the Kundalini energy, transcendental knowledge of universal oneness, and ability to harmonize opposing viewpoints or forces. All right, so let's see what messages we have from the angel answers. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for, okay, we're going to take them to that fell. We have ask for help from others and improving health. So if you've been dealing with health issues, whether it be actual health issues with your body, mental health issues, issues within your foundation, like within your home, there's improving health here. And I feel like in order to gain that, some of you guys are really needing to reach out and ask for help. And once you do that, things will improve. So don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? It doesn't matter who you ask, just ask, okay? All right, so let's see what messages we have in love. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What messages, what guidance do we have in love? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages, guidance, and love. All right, we got two. So the first one we have is humility. It says you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So humility is about, you know, losing the ego. It's about understanding that, hey, regardless of the situation, we're all here on this earth. We're all on the same path. I don't feel like, no, we're not on the same, we're all on the same journey, but we just have different paths on that journey. Like the journey of having spiritual perfection, moving toward awareness, that is what we're here to do. And it comes in different shapes, sizes, forms, you feel me? So we all got lessons. We learn them differently. And this is about you becoming more humble in regards to your awareness of love and, you know, how, I can't get this to show, how love affects everyone. Because this is about love. It don't have to be about love. It could be about anything. You just could be becoming more humble within your life. We got trust. It says you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Okay, now it gets all, I was like, why isn't I getting straight? So yes, I feel like for a lot of you guys, whatever this is that is occurring within your love life, it's actually putting you in a higher awareness level. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may have went through some things, and I feel like you've become more humble. You developed this loving awareness with those people around you, and I feel like now you're just trusting the process. Okay, this is all I have. Until next time.